Hello everybody, welcome to another Lords of the Fallen stream today with our Nami support. The girlfriend is in... Oh yeah, right, my bad. Forgot to put on... Well, not my bad, Intel's bad, but... Or Asus is bad, I don't know. Either is the main board or the CPU. But we know how to fix it. Okay, otherwise everything's fine, that's great. Yeah, we got Nami support today. The reason is because my girlfriend is in Denmark. And gonna come back on Sunday. So we're a bit lonely. No, not that lonely, but Nami's still there to support us. And yeah, so let's see, are we gonna get any... Well, I don't even know if we're gonna see a boss, so I don't know if we're gonna get any first tries today. I watched Killers of the Blood Moon, or whatever the name of the movie was. A friend invited me for my birthday. That is coming up, and I think it was a good movie, but it was a bit long. I think you could have told the story in maybe 1 hour less. I mean, I know what they tried to achieve by making it so long, but it did feel a bit too long for my too slow for my personal taste, right? It was good, but very slow. So if you thought Oppenheimer was kind of long, well, that movie's even longer. Well, it feels even longer. I think it's roughly the same length. I don't know. Yeah, but it was fine. But yeah, it's watchable, I guess. Okay, so I also installed Assassin's Creed Valhalla a little bit and tried it out on my new OLED TV, and yeah, it looks really good. I'm also really curious to see how Alan Wake is gonna look, because it's supposedly the prettiest game of this generation, and yeah, kind of curious. We need to... I mean, this game is also super pretty, to be honest, but okay. We need to go somewhere else, right? This was a dead end, as far as I know. So... to be honest, I don't even know. I don't even know. We currently are somewhere, I don't know where we are. But I think it was a dead end, and now we can continue somewhere else. The way we're going to decide where we want to go next is probably just by looking... I don't even know. Maybe... I want to look where this one is, to be honest. But yeah, I don't really know where I want to go next, so kind of curious to see where the game will lead us. Just double checking HDR, just because I want to make sure everything's fine. Okay, that looks good. Okay, this is... Okay, and now I know where we are here. That's not where we want to go. I think district is also not where we want to go, so I'm just trying to figure out, right? I'm trying to go... I think mansion would be the next location I want to go to. This leads to mansion. I don't think it did. I mean, the next one they're showing us is Memorial, so pathways after Memorial, according to this. Which is kind of weird, but... Okay, so if they want us to go Memorial next, I guess we're just gonna go Memorial. And I also don't think we have any upgrade materials. Or anything else, for that matter. I'm gonna double check quickly. Okay, no, so we don't have any upgrade materials and also only have one of those. Oh, we have a new remembrance, right? That's what I wanted to check. Yeah, and you know, cinema projectors kind of look ass compared to modern television, so every time when you go to cinema, it's kind of like, yeah, you know, you go with a friend or something, right? But there is actually no real reason to go there beyond having the opportunity to watch a movie a little bit earlier. But yeah, it just doesn't feel like it's entirely right, entirely worth it anymore. I mean, imagine, right, when you went to cinema before and at home you had these really shitty small TVs, so it was like an insane upgrade, and now there hardly is any difference. It's kind of really interesting. I don't think we can do that, and I also think he's gonna offer us to do it. I mean, indicate that we can do it in the menu anyway.
Of the lamp, like you, I serve.
Yeah, so you need catalysts for those. Okay, yeah, so we already checked all those, so I'm just gonna go over them quickly. Unfortunately, we can't see how many we currently are holding. So I just bought that, for whatever reason. And... okay, now we have a new remembrance, the one of Hera Dervla, the Pledge Knight, and Spurned. Yeah, so that's not too important. But this one, what does it have? A great sword? I mean, could be cool, but not for us. And good scalings too. A crossbow, gauntlets, armor. I mean, they're pretty heavy. Oh, it's not that heavy. Arms and leggings. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of the first one I kind of would think about getting, right? Just because it's kind of cool. But it is extremely heavy. I mean, 7.9, 9.3. What do we have currently? Yeah, it's almost as heavy as ours. I mean, the legs weren't that heavy, right? The legs actually were quite heavy. You know, why not, right? I mean, come on, we're not gonna buy so many things, so let's just buy the entire set so we have it. I like the idea behind that, by the way. It's really cool, kind of different than what Souls does, and in my opinion, kind of seems pretty nice. Okay, so these are a lot heavier, so I think we can just try putting them on. Wait, did I buy a ring? Wait, what did I buy? We bought something that looked like gauntlets, but those weren't gauntlets, so what did we buy? Because the helmet is a helmet, right? But what was the other thing we bought? I thought it was for the arms, but I guess not. I mean, this really doesn't look as good, to be honest. Already this doesn't... I already don't like it. Sovereign Protector... I mean, it does have more physical defense, a little bit. Yeah, I think in general already kinda not the biggest fan, not gonna lie. But what else did we buy? I really can't remember, and that's not so good. We just spent a little bit on something for no reason, maybe. So what exactly did we get? Maybe it was a catalyst or something, but I really don't know. So yeah, kind of weird, kind of weird. There it is. No, those are arms. Oh, that's kind of weird. So those were arms, but we also bought the hero stuff to I mean, let's first of all get back into the physical world, and then we can compare the visuals. But already now I can tell I don't like it too much. The silhouette already is kind of ass, not gonna lie. Okay, so I mean, sure, let's be fair and apply the tint so we can really judge it. Nah, I mean, it kind of looks cool, right? Because I mean, because now it's golden, right? It kind of looks way better now because the colors kind of match better, but I still think it is a bit much. I think it does put a little bit too much contrast on everything else, but I do like it, right? It's not like I hate it or anything, but I still think it kind of looks off compared to the other one, so I'm not gonna use it. But this one kind of interests me. What does it look like? Well, those are just shackles. I'm gonna make those golden too. No, these are definitely hard-coded to that color, so I guess we're just gonna go with what we had before, which basically means we're gonna go with that helmet and these gauntlets. I think they kind of fit, or maybe I'm not so sure actually. Maybe I like those more. I think kind of looks nice too. Yeah, hard to tell. Both of them are pretty nice. These are, I think, way too much. I mean, these are incredibly heavy, and they're also kind of way too big. But what about those, right? I mean, if we change the color, these might be actually pretty cool. I mean, sure. Now we're at medium. And these do look very, very bulky, which I don't like. Because that's what I really appreciated about... what I really appreciated about these was that they kind of looked, you know, more in line with what you would expect. Okay, unfortunately they have no color on top of them, so I think the gauntlets are also kind of not that great. I mean, in theory these could be kind of cool too with the tint applied. So yeah, these are also kind of cool, to be honest. I think I like those more, just because I think it's kind of cool that now our hands and our feet are both, you know, free, and also they have better stats. So this one's still kind of interesting too, to be honest. Oh, one hand's gold and the other one isn't. Yeah, kind of also cool. I like it. But these, of course, have, I mean, of course, they have significantly worse stats. So, I mean, not true, actually. They're kind of so good. I mean, these are pretty good, though. Not gonna lie. Yeah, and these also are kind of way better in everything, so... Yeah, these are highly fire resistant. But I still like that these are open in a way, and these aren't, unfortunately. I mean, is the gray very much at odds with the rest of the equipment? And he does save the tins between individual things. I think not. I think these are actually kind of also okay. They have these leather gauntlets. Yeah, kind of also cool. I mean, the stats are really better, so... I mean, not true. They're worse than everything else. Yeah, I just don't know, man. These are a bit much, maybe. But they are very evenly distributed. I mean, they do make us look a lot more bulky. Yeah, these are also kind of cool. They also got the leather gauntlets. I mean, I like those, for sure, but... And they also have a very even distribution, but these are just better, right? So it just kind of feels weird not to go for those. But let's just go with these for a while, and if we don't like them, we can go back at any time. But they do make our arms very, very thick. Which I'm not so sure I like. Yeah, I think they're a bit too thick, so... With those, the problem is I think the hands are very, very large, so... Yeah, I mean, these are kind of... No, they're way too much. So I think we're gonna go with the... Either those... Or... It's so hard to decide. Yeah, I don't know, man. Both of them are actually, in my opinion, pretty good. Now, I think I like those a lot better, to be honest. Okay, so let's just roll with this. It's more about fashion, right? It's not really about stats for me anyway, so... And I also don't think they matter a lot. Yeah, I think this is gonna be good. I mean, to be honest, I would have liked the arms to be completely free. Like, our feet, but the only one that offer that are those. And... I mean, they do offer a lot of other defense, but this one has a lot of wither defense, which is kind of very relevant, so... way more so than burn. But I still do like the idea very much of having 3 arms. But come on, what the fuck, who cares? I do kinda. I don't know why. Sometimes if a game enables, you know, a lot of fashion choices, I kind of get hung up on them. So let's just go back to the memorial, I guess. Yeah, let's go memorial. Because I'm just expecting these to be ordered in by order of difficulty, right? That's what I'm expecting. Up to Kelrath. I can't remember. Every time I look at this, I just can't remember. I have to go again. We just went there, but I for the love of me, I can't remember. And that is definitely a criticism I have when it comes to these icons. They do look kind of different, but I don't think a lot of them do a good job when it comes to showing what the area is. And I think one of the main reasons for that is that they include the I mean, they do, right? If you know what the area is, they help. But let's take 2 for example, which don't help as much. These 2, or this one, and this one, these are, yeah, if you know where they are, you can get it, but they almost only show the you know, the vestige, right? And they don't really show the area. So I think it would have been way smarter to try to encapsulate what the area looks like and not what the exact location of the vestige looks like, right? So I think the image, for example, this is fine, right? You can immediately guess where this is. That's also fine, no problem. You can immediately guess it. This is fine, right? This is also perfect. This one's kind of, yeah, it's also okay. This one's kind of, I don't know. Don't like it too much. This one could have also done a better job. Yeah, I don't know. It would have been so easy just, you know, to feature more prominent stuff in the location without really, like this, for example, right? It doesn't show the vestige. So it is very easy to see stuff. Doesn't show the vestige, but you know, this is better. So the focus on the vestige like this is really bad. So yeah, I'm kind of not the biggest fan of that. So is it really bad, right? Does it make the game objectively a lot worse or anything? Of course not, right? It doesn't really matter. It is, in my opinion, just a very small detail. But since we are very you know, positive towards the game a lot of the time, I just wanted to make sure that yeah, we also kind of, you know, show that the game sometimes has a few issues and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm kind of weird because yeah, I'm just trying to figure something out. Oh, did I actually? Oh wait, sorry, I have to double check something quickly. Okay, so the thing is, YouTube kind of normalizes the volume of the videos in a weird way. So, I changed my setup here, and now it's not good anymore. It's just gonna change it back. Yeah, so sorry if it's a bit loud at the moment. Just gonna fix it. Okay, now it should be fine again. Yeah, the problem is, for whatever reason, YouTube kind of normalizes the volume, and I thought that I was being too quiet, and so I increased my volume on my microphone, but that wasn't the issue at all. So yeah, for sure, I shouldn't change it. Um, yeah, so I have to look into that and why exactly that happened, or is happening. Um, so some sort of volume normalization is happening in YouTube, and I don't know really why. Kind of annoying, to be honest. Um, Yeah, so it's a YouTube thing, unfortunately. I can't really do much about it. But okay, so I know it's not on my end, so I just double checked here. Yeah, so everything here is fine. We can go back to enabling everything, and we can finally start playing the game. Sorry for the long interruption. Yeah, this time around we should be on the level for this content, as far as I know. Can you please? Thank you. Hi. The burn is kind of funny, but I don't know if it's really good. So we do see some stuttering here, which might be tied to shader compilation again. We can reset the the thing if we want to, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that or not. But you know, in general, maybe wouldn't be the worst idea ever. So yeah, but it does seem to work. That's good to see. Yeah, everything else looks kind of okay. Okay, we got fucked. But what I wanted to say, actually, oh, you're gonna fuck him. No, you can't fuck him. What I just wanted to say is, actually, it might be smarter to get hits to destroy it, but I don't think that was the case. Yeah, so defeating him should be pretty easy. Well, I take that back because we're actually brain dead, and I'm just really worried about falling off the cliff, to be honest. How many bombs do we need to get him to be poisoned? Right, that's one bomb. That's 2 bombs. Okay, 2 bombs is enough to get him poisoned. But I still think we're only going to use those for bosses. And hey, Oidoxus. Wait, you actually found my channel? How are you? And I really should actually put the heads up on Twitch. I should do the Twitch stream. I just have to set back up the Twitch stuff to let people know that I'm currently on YouTube. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I didn't forget about it. I thought about it.
Such a heretical burden.
But
I cannot help but feel
yeah,
like
currently
this
we're just gonna
only
be here,
leads
so
me, leads all of us further from Aureus's light, not closer to it. Exactor, there must be some other way.
So you deem my guidance injudicious?
No,
And your soul of greater significance than the world entire, and all other souls upon it?
No.
For one whose family name bears the shame it does, Isaac, you exhibit an unfortunate tendency toward recalcitrance. I would be discontented if the hubris to which your brother succumbed was confirmed a familial sin.
by the way, not aliasing.
Look to the damnatory skin you
It
bear,
is
Paladin, for that is your
the
true burden.
Umbral effect. We heard this one before, I think. Yeah, there. If you look at the race, it looks a little bit aliased, but that's because of the distortion effect, which is a bit too periodic to really be invisible. Yeah, I think we're way more at the level we should be for this area now, so this seems perfectly fine to be at. We could exit here. I mean, why not, right? We can just get hit again. Perfect. Like, can you actually hear me? I'm just curious. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Oh, really? He forgot he could do that. Yeah, I think burn is kind of okay, right? I think it is applied the same way that it is applied to you as a player. So there's only one thing I don't know. I thought about it when, you know, thinking about the game. Is there a reason maybe to wait with the sucking of the souls, right? When you suck them all in, is the multiplier applied to the souls on the ground, or is it applied the moment you suck them in? Because if it's applied the moment you suck them in, you might be better off just waiting, you know, until your multiplier is very high and then sucking them all in at once. I hope it isn't the case, because that would mean it would be suboptimal to pick it up, so it could become very annoying and min-maxy in a way. Oh, and the Happy Hope finally beat the Godborn 3, which is great because it really took a long time for it. I mean, well, a long time, I have no idea if it's a long time for, you know, it's very difficult, just other people beat him to it. But still, I think he's very happy about it, and it was cool to watch, and since I don't think no-hit runs are races anyway, I don't really care about it too much. You actually found your YouTube channel early and then completely forgot about it. Well, my YouTube channel so far was only, you know, as a VOD archive, so it wasn't really managed at all or anything. It was just a VOD upload. And the main reason why now the quality is better on YouTube is because the VODs aren't uploaded from Twitch anymore. If you upload Twitch VODs directly from Twitch to YouTube, the quality gets so bad. It's already not good on Twitch, and then you have like double bad, right? You have the quality from Twitch, which is ass, and then you have the upload quality from Twitch to YouTube, which again makes it even worse. So yeah, that's the main advantage from being directly on YouTube. It's just that the VOD quality is a lot higher, and because we can stream an AV1 30k bitrate, 1044p. Which is obviously a lot better than what Twitch can handle at the moment. Yeah, so that's basically one of the main reasons too why I'm fucking dumb. Fuck me, man. Fuck you too. And we can't even kill it, right? That's the most annoying part about this. Can't even kill it, so kind of feels like we should be dead permanently. Hungering Knot, that looks like it could be... no, I don't know what it is actually. It's probably a catalyst, right? Yeah, whenever I don't know what it is, it's probably a catalyst. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons, and also that I wanted to transition to English most of the time. And I just think YouTube is kind of better for that if you're a super small channel, because I don't know, if you're on Twitch, I mean, we're already struggling to you know, get any new viewers click even on the stream when we're doing German streams for games which are pretty big, and I basically have no way of reaching new people on Twitch when we play games like Lords of the Fallen, or I don't know, if we would play Alan Wake, Cyberpunk, which is basically dead if you're an English streamer, so a small English streamer, if you're not in a category which is very small. And since I play mostly these games, I just thought it just doesn't make sense, right? It just doesn't make sense. I want to stream in English, and it's kind of unfortunate. But it doesn't mean that we're going to reach more people here, but at least the archives are going to be a bit more high quality. That's the main upside, I guess. So at least I have like an archive of videos where the quality isn't ass anymore. Yeah. The downside is we're not on Twitch anymore. Following in steps of a doomed paladin. I guess we're being invaded? No, follow in the footsteps of a doomed paladin. That seems to be an in-game thing. Yeah, so it is the quality, but also that I want to stream in English, and also that I want to partition the VODs, which I'm doing now, because it basically increases your reach significantly. I mean, just partitioning a 6-hour VOD basically 10x's your views on the VOD, because people tend to click on it more. And of course it doesn't mean that more people follow through, but in general you just have more possibilities to reach somebody. And the biggest downside obviously is that I like Twitch more from a cultural standpoint. I like the Twitch culture. And that's the main thing I kind of miss on YouTube, is the availability of emotes and stuff like that. So yeah. And the app was kind of ass for streaming from your smartphone, so that's kind of bad too. But otherwise, are you okay? Because we didn't speak in quite a while. But I should still do the announcement on Twitch, obviously, that I'm probably going to stay here for a while. Because even AV, let's be real, if Twitch adds AV1, we still have to deal with the YouTube upload stuff, and we also have to... And AV1's probably going to be capped at 6K anyway, or 8K, so AV1's not going to get the same bitrate as YouTube. And also it doesn't really change anything about the problems Twitch has when it comes to potential visibility. So yeah, I just guess YouTube is maybe, we'll see, a better place, but so far both are kind of equally shit. So when it comes to viewer base basically, because I also had a few people who came by and said hi, and I'm very, very grateful for that. But otherwise, just looking at the stats, I mean, be realistic. I'm giving my best, but I don't think I'm going to ever reach a lot of people. So, the archive quality is kind of also important. So the few people that watch me can at least have a good quality. And you're doing very well. I'm also doing very well. I just, last week I set up my new TV, my first 4K screen and OLED. Well, no, that's not true. My first OLED screen was the first Google phone. It was the Google Nexus. Had an OLED screen, the first smartphone, I think, with an OLED. I think the first OLEDs were invented, by the way, in 1987. And the first consumer OLED was, I think, in a camera in 2003. And yeah, but first 4K OLED TV. And yeah, I bought the flagship model from Sony. Don't buy the flagship model from Sony if you don't have the money, because it's amazing, but it's so expensive. I never thought I would spend so much money for a television. But I guess the other one held up for 15 years, so this one's not going to hold up for 15 years. No way it will, because it's an OLED. I think the panel's going to be dead by then. But still, after having such a good experience with their old TVs and them having such great reviews, it kind of makes sense, right? And I also have, Klav also likes to play PlayStation 5 games, so that also kind of makes sense, because it just has very good picture modes for that. Yeah, so overall it's just a nice television. Unfortunately I can't play on it because I can't stream from that place, but next year we're going to buy 4K 240 Hz OLED display when it comes out finally for desktop use, because it has a new sub RGB layout, which is better for text, which is very important for me. I don't want to have a screen which is bad at text, because that just makes the screen very unflexible. And yeah, so at the moment, unfortunately, no option for PC, but OLED, this screen looks amazing still. I still think this is a very, very good screen, but OLED is just in a different level, unfortunately. So, I mean, it still looks good to my eyes, but the other one still looks better. So I really, really am going to switch completely to OLED by next, maybe Q1 next year, whenever they're going to release the display. Yeah, I mean, You love the OLED screen on my tablet. Yeah, I think OLEDs in general are very, very pleasant for the eyes. Just the, no background lighting resolves so many issues. The background lighting is so bad for traditional displays. You get IPS glow. You get so many borders and all that stuff. And you need a lot of dimming zones. And OLED is just like one dimming zone per pixel basically, because the pixel is the dimming zone itself. And yeah, but you don't need to afford this one, right? I mean, the OLED TVs in general aren't cheap. They're still kind of expensive. You can get very cheap, very good IPS screens. So just keep in mind that the cheaper screens are usually subsidized by software. So if you buy a smart TV, there's a lot of trash on the television. That's one of the upsides if you buy an expensive TV, is that you don't have a lot of trash on it. And yeah, so you basically get a good panel, but maybe not the best TV experience. But yeah, this one is just I mean, even compared to the competition, I mean, it cost like, I think 3,300 euros, which is fucking crazy, I think. But since, you only live once, and I don't buy TVs all that often, I thought, whatever. I mean, yeah, there's an objective upgrade that's going to be coming pretty soon, I guess. It's going to be 4K 240. 8K I don't give a shit about, because if I learned one thing is that 4K is more than enough. And that's even the smallest model, right? Because it starts at 3,300. The 65-inch is 4K, and I think the 75 or 80, I don't know how much inch it is. I think it's almost 6K. And to be honest, you should definitely check the size recommended viewing distance first before you buy one, because mine is it's just perfect for the distance I have it at. So I shouldn't buy a bigger one, right? There's no way I should have bought a bigger one. And my argument always is, you can go closer, but you can't go further away, because further, at some point you're going to hit the wall, but closer is always possible in a way, right? You can always set up your furniture in a different way, but further away can be an issue. So buying a too big TV, I think 55 inches is already huge, right? I had a 40, 41, I don't know how much inch TV before. I think 40 was already big. And this one is so big, and it's just perfect size-wise. And yeah, I just think it's crazy how expensive this thing is, but everything I watched on it so far, yeah, it is so good that I hardly, the room for improvement is really getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah, it's really kind of crazy. Do we want to go Umbral just for checking this area out? Did you also play Lords of the Fallen Eudoxus, or did you skip the game? Follow in the footsteps of the Paladin. I really, really should make the Twitch announcement stream. You can also multicast to Twitch now. The problem is not Twitch anymore. They allowed it a few days ago. The problem basically is the streaming software, that you have to split the streams and send them to both at once, and there is no good free solution at the moment for that. Well, not good enough solution for that. So that's the reason why I don't do it at the moment, but it actually might be worth it to look for that in the future, just so basically you don't miss out on potential, people that will not see the announcement, right? So yeah. But I don't know, I also don't stream on TikTok, I don't stream on Facebook, right? So I don't do the multicasting thing. But yeah, maybe it wouldn't be too dumb, but at the moment I'm kind of getting used to YouTube first, and then to see how what the future will hold. Okay, follow in the footsteps of the doomed Paladin. So I guess we can't go in there yet. So that's a dead end for now. I would assume, maybe. No, I don't really care about this game. But you like Souls games, right? If I remember correctly, you like Souls games. I hope I don't misremember. And by the way, you can of course always write in German. I will just translate the comments. So if you're more, it's more relaxed for you to just write German, just go ahead and write German. Yeah, what I'm trying to do, by the way, if you think, what is he doing? Every time I go down, I think I have to go up to kill the enemy. But the game kind of doesn't allow you to go there, so every time I do that, I kind of end up going back. It's kind of stupid. Kind of, okay. Because if you're not the biggest fan, I would say still this is one of the best ones so far, in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't agree. Yeah, but it is a really, really fun game. I really, really like it. I like it way more than Lies of P. Oh right, I'm an idiot. That kind of explains everything. What we have to do here is go back. Can you please destroy it? Thank you. Wait, they can attack? Oh, interesting. I didn't know they could attack. Wait, they can attack? Really? I didn't think they could. Oh, hi. Ah, that wasn't smart. Oh, 1 HP. Wait, I dodged! Oh my god. You know what happened? He actually body blocked my dodge. Because I was under him, I couldn't dodge. That never happened before. But wait, do we want to go out of Umbral? Yeah, for sure, because we're gonna die anyway, so let's go. No, don't pick up, come on. Oh my god. You're trolling me. Okay, 2 of those are not an issue. At least they shouldn't be. They're still not an issue. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna read chat as soon as they're dead, so... Okay, very good. Pentant garb. The only thing I heard is that the console version doesn't look great. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I can imagine because it's Unreal Engine 5 and it is a very demanding game in general. And yeah, console versions so far have been very hit or miss with Unreal Engine 5 and a lot of misses, to be honest. Oh, a new UI. Which is unfortunate because the in-house engine from Remedy, the makers of Control and Alan Wake 2, seems to look amazing on console and on PC, even without the path tracing from the PC version. And it seems to scale very, very well. So it's kind of sad. Well, sad, you know, it's sad to see for Unreal Engine 5 that just an in-house engine can basically beat it when it comes to visuals and performance at the moment. Well, not visuals necessarily, but I mean, it's Digital Foundry called it the prettiest game of the generation, so maybe even visually. But I still think that Unreal Engine has still a lot of work to do when it comes to scalability and consistency performance-wise. Because, I mean, I'm on a high-end PC, so I'm kind of safe, quote-unquote. But there's still, you know, a lot of people that play on console, more people that play on console, and a lot of more people on PC that also don't play with high-end hardware, and they should be always taking. They should be the most important players, right? It's cool to push visuals boundaries, but I kind of get the feeling that a lot of current games are like, yeah, if you have a good GPU, you're gonna get an amazing experience, and if your GPU is mid, some of them just run like ass, and some always run like ass, like Jedi Survivor or what is it called? City 2, whatever, Not SimCity. What is it called? Charging heavy with it on your posture cannot be broken. Wow, that's really good. Wait, that's actually insane. Wait, is it really that broken? It sounds insanely broken. Yeah, what is it? I even played it. The city builder, right? What is it called? Oh, I completely forgot. Yeah, you know what game I mean. It just came out, right? The city builder that runs with 20 FPS on a 490 because it doesn't scale at all. Yeah, so there are a lot of different types of games, and it's kind of interesting to see that only games like Cyberpunk, which came out for cross-gen and stuff like that, scale very well up and down, or Alan Wake, but there are a lot of games which seemingly don't scale as well. So it's kind of annoying because, you know, I think that a lot of games don't really need the good graphics to be fun, right? This game is also fun if it's less pretty, so... Yeah, I kind of find it a very weird decision as a developer to push graphics too much, especially if the console version doesn't even hold up. Because it's one thing to fuck up a PC version, but the console versions basically should be the most important thing for the developer because it's the one hardware most people will share. I mean, I'm saying that as a PC game, right? I care a lot about path tracing, about all the high-end visuals and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to try it Alan Wake 2 anyway. But I still think it's really sad, right? Okay, so what are we expecting? Wait, is frame generation back, by the way? They disabled it. No, it's still not back, so it must be a very, very big issue. Yeah, City Skylines 2, exactly, yeah. I kind of, for whatever reason, couldn't remember the name. We don't have a lot of time. That's a bit the problem with the game. It is a very, very bad game to stand around and talk while you're in Umbral. As you can already hear, it's gonna get harder soon. But man, am I curious if the eye charging effect is broken as fuck. It kind of sounds super broken, I'm not gonna lie. If it's not only active in oh my god, I didn't see the fucking bitch. Wait, we don't have any heals? Wait, what the fuck am I even doing? Wait, didn't we get a checkpoint? There must be a checkpoint right around the corner. We're gonna die on the... We're gonna die, somebody's gonna shoot me. Wait, so where is the... Where we got a checkpoint? No, oh my god. We must have missed the checkpoint. I talk too much. And this looks really cool with an OLED because everything black is black and then it just goes out, you know, it's just like invisible. And also the... what I really like about OLED black is that the bars in movies finally are not ass anymore because they're black, right? It's like, yeah, it makes sense, right? There's nothing there, so it's completely cool. You have bars. In cinema it's also okay because the projector is kind of ass at, you know, doing blacks where there is a lot of color around, but the bars are still kind of black because you just don't put light there. With the backlight it's very difficult if you don't have dimming zones there. And that's why OLEDs really make bars in movies a lot less annoying. And I mean, it's super thin too, and I mean, it's insane how thin these things are. They can, I mean, there's not a lot of room for that, right? They could be thin as a paper that you can put it at the wall like a poster. Sure, that's gonna come maybe. But I think the bezels are super thin too. It's just very, very nice, right? It's everything about it is very good. So yeah, I'm kind of really happy I just bought in at a good moment where OLEDs are also bright enough and everything. It's just, I think it was just a good time. Waiting for 240 Hz to mature would be way too long, and I think this is maybe the best moment in, I hope at least, for the few next 3-4 years to buy a television. I mean, the best is always when you buy it, right? Because next year it's going to be better, whatever. But I think this basically checks all the stuff that I cared about. So I waited really long until that was the case. Yeah. But I don't know. Once, you know, I have a bit more experience with it and gaming on it, I can tell you more, but my first impression is really that I really want to switch to OLED full. fully in the future. Which I wasn't sure about, right? I thought maybe it was going to be something like... I was sure it's going to be good, otherwise I wouldn't have spent that much money. But I wasn't sure if it was good enough that I would say, yeah, sure, I want to have it right away, right? Alright, we wanted to equip the eye. For that we have to go back, but I still want to do it anyway. Because I think this could be one of the most broken things I've seen in the game so far. I didn't want to rest, but... yeah. I almost said something very mean. I just wanted to say what kind of game is it for people who don't know this game. It's like Dark Souls and better. I just wanted to say that, but that's not fair. Dark Souls are also great games. I think it's Dark Souls with a very, very cool twist. And making it one of the best Souls-likes so far, in my opinion. Even the bosses are mid, but kind of okay, right? The bosses aren't the best part of the game. They're definitely weaker than most bosses in Elden Ring or in Lies of P or whatever. But I still think the rest of it definitely makes up for it, right? And it's by far the best looking Souls-like. Technically, not artistically. Artistically, you could argue for whatever game you like most visually. Okay, so... this one is the Wither Dodge, which is kind of cool, not gonna lie. I would like to compare it to mine. No, I want to go for this primary, right? Using Wither Terroring and striking an enemy, dodging at the right time applies Wither to the attacking enemy. I just, you know, it just sounds too broken. I mean, I just can't imagine. This must be so broken. I'm so curious if I'm right about that. This could be actually insane. And if it's not insane, you know, we're gonna find out. But it really, really, really sounds so crazy. Crazy good. It can't be right. It just sounds too good to be true. Wait, it doesn't work? What the fuck? Wait, whoa, it doesn't work? Wait, is it only an umbral? I mean, that would still make it kind of okay. Wait, is it actually only an umbral? We have to be very careful here, because we're gonna... wait, I thought we were gonna get less HP. Wait, is this active in umbral? Oh my god, it is only an umbral, but I think it might actually be so good that even if it's only an umbral, yeah, I want to try it out, but the problem is it's not a good idea, right? If we die now, we're gonna lose a lot of stuff. We don't need to kill these guys, right? We can just go past them. I still want to try it out. I'm very curious about this. That's not what I want to do. Okay, we almost died because we are a clown. Oh my god, where did you come from? But it sounds really good. It sounds so good. Right, we aggroed him. But we can try it, right? Wait, is it because he can CC us? Yeah, that's my bad. But something's not right here, because we should not be able to get our posture broken. So it doesn't seem to be very reliable. I mean, maybe I misread something about it, but... we lost so much, but it doesn't really matter. Who cares? I care. No, I don't care. I care a little bit. I care way more about that. And your posture cannot be broken. It doesn't really work. It doesn't really work, and I don't know why. I mean, we're taking a lot of damage too now because we're very much focused on the mechanic. I mean, maybe it is not that great because I'm just gonna play worse thinking about it. But I'm so damn curious if it works or not. No, it works, it works, it works. Wait, never mind, it does. It does work. Why is there a beam of light on these people? Did he rest them? But you can interrupt me. I mean, that makes the timing different, but... Oh my god, it actually works. Oh, that's fucking broken. Oh, that's fucking broken. The reason why it's so broken is because it basically makes you invincible. I mean, that is actually broken. Yeah, 100%. I would say this is not a balanced mechanic. Yeah, but we're gonna find out, right? I mean, it basically makes charging these attacks free, right? You're immune. If they don't one-shot you while you're doing this, it basically makes you invulnerable. Oh, that's kind of fucking dumb. I like it. I like it, but I also kind of feel it's not balanced. I mean, aside from that, charge attacks are really good, right? Look at that. It's so dumb. Oh my god, that's so broken. I don't even know if I want to use it. I think this might be too good. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that. It might actually be too strong. I'm not even memeing, by the way. I actually think it might be too strong of a mechanic. Yeah, it might be too good. But why can you interrupt me? I don't know when it actually activates. Because they seem to be able to hit me anyway. Yeah, so there is something about it that doesn't really give you the poise you want, but... Yeah, but I might actually not use it. Oh my god. Do we want to kill him, by the way? Oh my god, I was thinking about how can we get him to respawn. And I think I found the answer. The answer is basically just to die here. Yeah. It's gonna be very different gameplay-wise if we use it. It is something that really changes up how the game's gonna play out, and I'm not sure if I want it to play out that way, because I think it might actually make the game very boring. I mean, these guys are kind of hard countering it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I kind of don't know. Do I want to use the mechanic? Do I not want to use it? I mean, it's gonna be so good, right? But it doesn't really work all the time, so... But if it works... it kind of is hit or miss, right? Because... It doesn't seem to be as reliable as you might think it is, so... And it doesn't do grabs. You know what? I don't think I'm going to use it. I think if it works, it's kind of cheesy, but it does seem to have the issue that it is kind of unreliable. So it's going to cause us to take a lot of damage, which we wouldn't have taken otherwise. And it had the potential to be completely broken, and it's very close to being completely broken. But I think that, in my opinion, it is not consistent enough. So it's gonna cause you to get hit a lot. Right, because here I didn't get wither damage, even though I was in the middle of the attack animation. Yeah, so I know it's while charging, so it's kinda, you know, it's kinda... Maybe we should use it as a counter, right? So basically what we do now is we wait to get hit, and then we charge attack just before it. Alright, great. We wait for him to attack, and now we do this. Counter, this, counter, this. Okay, that's not so smart. Yeah, that kind of works. So because it's only during the charge up, you can basically use it as a counter with an insanely large counter window. Which kinda is cool, not gonna lie, kinda cool. And now we get all the HP back. Kinda neat. Kinda neat. Okay, what am I doing? I'm thinking about it, right? I'm thinking if I want to use it or not. I'm not sure because it is cheesy as fuck, so... Yeah, I don't know about it, man. I mean, it's kind of cool, right? You can just do this. But it's kind of also super OP. Just go in front of him, press the button, and boom. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one. It might just be too good. First thing in the game where I'm kind of not sure the balance is accurate. Enemies near? Yeah. Okay, that's kind of bad. Yeah, we still have to be careful, right? Because we're not immune to damage. You know, surprise, right? Oh my god, it's so busted. I mean, it's super dangerous against these many enemies, but the fact that we can use it already kind of shows how good it is. It is so fucking OP. Hi. All we have to do is charge the attack, and then we're gonna get fucked. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it is a very different playstyle from what we did before, so I can't really say if I like it more, right? Does it feel better? That's the thing I'm thinking about. Does it feel better using this strategy, or does it feel better playing like we did before? Because it does seem kind of broken. Wait, we went there, but there must be a checkpoint. I can't imagine the game not giving us a checkpoint here. I mean, it's so far away. I just can't imagine. I mean, it seems to be the case, right? But I'm not sure about that, so... There really isn't a checkpoint here? Really? I don't believe that. There is no way there is no checkpoint. This is an entirely new area, right? So there's no way they wouldn't put a checkpoint around here. I mean, it seems to be the case though, so what do I know? Yeah, there's no checkpoint. Crazy. We can try out our strat against this guy now. I mean, the crossbow men are kind of annoying, not gonna lie. And, you know, I said the AI is kind of okay, you know, pathfinding wise. What? Why did we one-shot him? Wait, what? They have 0 HP. Wait, that can't be right. That's super sus. Right? I mean, if this is a boss fight, it would be so dumb. And there's no way they put a boss fight here. And if they did, that would be such a dick move. I don't know if we can go in there, to be honest, so, I mean, is this even an interactable gate? Every time when when the camera gets darker, I'm like, oh my god, it's cutscene. But I don't think it is. Come on, there must be a checkpoint. You cannot not have a checkpoint here. Like, this is beyond troll. Because I know where we are, by the way. We are on the other side. This is where we fought the first boss, right? The first real boss, quote unquote. So we are just above the hub area. Pure Blade Maze. So there really is no checkpoint, and this is also, interestingly enough, a dead end. So all we did here was basically not pointless, but you know, it basically wasn't where we needed to go. Yeah, and now we're here, so that kind of removes that part of the game. And unfortunately, I kind of get the feeling that we're gonna get another boss if we go there. I don't know why, it just feels like the type of area you just go to again and then there is a new boss there. Yeah, so we're back in inside of the base. And I'm still not sure if I want to keep the... It's so good. Oh my god, it's too good. But I don't know. I'm just gonna give it a chance for a little while. But I kind of get the feeling it might ruin our playthrough a little bit. Yeah, I don't know about these stats, man. I mean, more endurance is kind of nice. The damage is kind of falling off pretty hard though, so... We still don't have upgrades for weapons. But how about going pathway now? Or is the Leprosarium actually after Pathway? I mean, it is after Pathway, but is it directly after it? I think it is, right? This is the mansion, basically. Yeah, we're inside the mansion now. Yeah, so I think this is actually the only way we can go at the moment. And I think these stuttering, the stuttering part here is probably shader compilation, so don't worry about it. If it persists, it might actually be the bug we had last time, and we might need to clear that out, but you know. Yeah, so just standing there, as soon as they attack, we can just get a free attack on them, right, like this. It's just like we can't die, yeah. Super weird. I mean, there is a lot of stuttering, I'm not gonna lie. It might still be shader compilation stuttering, so... I mean, maybe, right? If it persists, it could be the issue we had the last time, but I don't want to delete the shader cache every single time. That kind of feels stupid. Wait, this is... Right, this was a dead end. And it doesn't open from this side, so we have to go back. I can't really remember the area exactly, but... pretty sure... we had to go up the ladder on the right here. So let's find out. Are we immune again? I mean, sure. Yeah, that's my bad. Can't see shit. That's not my bad. Can't get out. Okay, we're fucked. I can't see shit, and yeah, and I can't get out of the corner. I just don't know if I want to play like that. I mean, holy shit. I think it's shader compilation, but I might be wrong about it. And if it persists, like if it really comes back in the same areas where we already were, I'm definitely gonna go and delete the file again. But yeah, it does feel a bit less fluid than it should, for sure. Oh, that's bullshit. Ah, come on, that's bullshit. You know it, everybody knows it. Fuck you. Yeah, cheesing him is a bit harder, but I still think it's doable, right? Okay. The problem with the charge attack is it is very broken, but it does seem kind of inconsistent. Depending on what enemy you fight, and I don't know, it just feels in general pretty cheap to use. It feels like an easy parry, which you should usually not get, but the fact that you don't get interrupted while charging up is kind of really cool. But maybe the stuttering here is permanent and we have to go back and figure something out, I don't know. Hey, come on, attack so we can demonstrate how OP it is. Oh no, I can't. I couldn't do shit against that. I don't know, man. It is kind of fucking insanely good. I mean, dogs kind of counter it, so... Oh my god, again? No way! Come on, please. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to use it. I mean, shader compilation stuttering is a big thing in every modern engine, but Unreal Engine 5 definitely had the most issues with it so far. Even though this game has a shader pre-compilation step, so usually it doesn't happen that much. Almost not at all. It's more like a loading or traversal stuttering usually. But there is a bug where you have to delete a file for it to work again. And I don't know if the latest patch or something changed it, so you have to do it every single time before you play, because last time we played there was also the issue, but in the other areas there wasn't the issue so far, so maybe this area is just a bit bad when it comes to loading stuttering, but definitely it is a big thing in Unreal Engine 5 at the moment, and they are trying to make it better. Because it definitely ruins games, right? If you don't have... I mean, for a console, it's pretty easy because you just can pre-compile the entire shaders for the game. But you can't really do that for every single GPU and driver constellation, so it's kind of not possible. So you have to do it locally on the machine every single time. I mean, just look at this, right? It's so dumb. It's so dumb that it works. I mean, it's not dumb, right? It's not like bad or anything. It just is. It seems like it's not very well balanced. I mean, getting hit without a consequence at all, it does feel a bit too strong. Yeah, because you can just recover everything you get hit for anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If I'm honest, I can't exactly remember the way, so... Oh yeah, this is the way, for sure. We're gonna put a seed right here. And I think we can even rest here, it should be fine. I really don't know. Do I want to go for... I want to go for it. The other one did a little bit of wither damage when we dodge, right? I mean, we can just compare it. The second best we had at the moment was... It just sounds too OP. Yeah, a little bit of wither when we dodge. And an umbral 15% wither health regain upon striking an enemy. I mean, it's almost so bad compared to the other things. Ah, that's so bad too. Immunity for damage for 8 seconds upon umbral. A transition. I mean, 8 seconds of free DPS on a boss is kind of also crazy when you think about it. That kind of sounds cool too, right? You light attack and then you finish using heavy, but it's gonna have so many disadvantages. Unless you have the damage or something like that that can finish the enemy. Yeah, all of these are... I mean, some of them sound kind of cool. I don't know what the scaling is on them. But... Oh man, this looks so like the Dark Souls remake. And this is so broken! Oh my god, like it's so crazy how good it is. Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's the only thing that counters it. But it still is so good. No matter. I think it's OP. I think honestly, this mechanic is... It is OP. Yeah, no doubt about it. It is OP. So now that I have classified it as OP, are we gonna do the same thing we did in Elden Ring and we're gonna ban it? Oh man, it really pains my heart to do it though. Because unlike, you know, the difference between Elden Ring's jump attacks and the charge attack immunity is basically, this is OP, but it still feels like fighting. The Elden Ring kangaroo shit just felt like a clown fiesta, so visually too. Because this is just broken, right? It is objectively broken. It is an easy, no damage, just stand there and kill everything mode, right? There is no way this is not broken. So the question really is, do I care about the OP part? Because it doesn't look silly, right? It's just basically you can get it... Well, it does look a bit silly because you can get hit for free, right? It basically makes getting hit silly. In Elden Ring, the attack looked weird. and here it went weird. It just was like stupid, and here it kind of feels like, well, what was it? Wait, what do I dislike about Elden Ring's part? That it was so OP scaling wise. It looked stupid and it was too strong. So these two things were really annoying. I can't move, by the way. Fuck. Okay, so let's just get a bit of distance here. Okay, so we can just stand here like this easily and just boom, right? Okay, well, he can still hit us, obviously. But it's still, it is too strong, right? There's no doubt about that. It is too strong, and it's a very hard decision to make. Because it is fun, right? Elden Ring wasn't really fun for me. I didn't like the jump attack shit. But... Hi. Can I kill you? Oh. And they did a good job with that, by the way. You can cheese it. But I still think it kind of ruins the integrity of the playthrough if I use it too much. Because it is very, very low skill. It is extremely low skill and very strong and very impactful, right? It impacts every fight. I mean, it doesn't mean it makes the game super easier. I mean, it does make it easier, but it doesn't mean it makes it like a walk in the park or anything, but... These dogs are such bitches. And one reason... One reason why it's not as OP is because you can't dodge into a charge attack. So, because the controls are kind of weird, it's not that OP, but it still is OP in my opinion. And not even like, you know, by 10%. It's like, the basic idea is OP, and they shouldn't have implemented it in my opinion. Yeah, because it is basically too strong. It does require some skill to use because it's not a completely brain dead, full on, you're immune while charging thing. Okay, we have to be careful. Yeah, but I don't know, man. It just feels kind of cheap. Yeah, I think we're gonna remove it from the pool of items. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna remove it. It is too good, and I think we're gonna regret using it after a while, for sure. I think we're gonna be way worse skill-wise, and we're gonna be very, very... It's gonna feel very bad to use, I think. It's gonna feel like we're cheating. And I already feel like I'm cheating a bit, so... yeah, we're gonna remove it. I mean, if I read something and it sounds OP, and it is exactly what I read, usually that's not a good sign, right? That usually just indicates that something is wrong with the balance, and... yeah. Interesting, the first thing in the game I noticed which is completely busted. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are other things which are kind of strong, but... for sure, this is like insanely OP. Is there a checkpoint or anything around here? There seem to be. Yeah, because the thing is, it is ultimate defense combined with ultimate offense, right? And the combination of the two just kind of inherently doesn't make any sense, right? You would never want to combine a good defense with a good offense, right? I mean, in real life, sure, but I mean in a video game, you wouldn't want to do that. It doesn't make really a lot of sense. That was pretty negative IQ. Can you fucking target lock the fucking big bitch? Oh, he's dead. I don't know, man. Ah, yeah, it is cheating. Okay, I admit it. It's pure cheating. It's terrible balance. And we found it. Why did we find it, man? Couldn't we just ignore it or not pick up the item? I really hate having to do that myself. That every time in the game I find something which is completely broken. I mean, yeah, if I find a duping glitch or whatever, I don't use it, right? Duping or whatever. Obvious bugs are one thing, but just bad balance is kind of, in my opinion, a different thing, because it's really hard to, if it's not a bug, you know, it feels like it was intended, and then I feel like an idiot for not using it, right? But yeah, in this moment I should be the bigger man and just say I'm cheating and I should stop. The devs didn't understand how strong the mechanic was they implemented, and I have to step in and not use it. It's a bit like Valhalla, right? When I replayed Assassin's Creed Valhalla to test my screen a little bit, what I noticed basically was that I really like when the game does a lot of damage, and it isn't really difficult because the attack patterns are super simple in the game, right? So it is in general a very easy game. But I noticed that but you interrupted me, you shouldn't be able to. Which gonna die through the fire. Have fun. Yeah, and basically what I noticed is that I like the game more when enemies have normal HP but do a fuck ton of damage, right? It's almost no hit territory. I really like that, but I really hate it when they have a lot of HP, because the game of course gets a little bit more difficult because you have to fight longer, right? You're gonna make an error after some time. But it feels so bad to play. So what I did is basically crank up all the damage numbers and lower all the HP numbers. So it basically is very, very challenging when it comes to you know, not getting hit, but you can still kill stuff and feel like a real Viking. Because if you hit an enemy for 10, 15 times with an axe in the face, it just feels kind of, you're like a joke, right? And the enemy one-shots you. Yeah, and also in this game, for example, you also do a lot of damage, right? You don't only need to... oh my god, what am I doing here? Wait, shouldn't there be... There is an exit, but I'm kind of curious to see if there is I saw it in the last moment. I'm kind of curious if there was a Sanguinarix thingy. If we looted that, I didn't pay attention. Yeah, so I think balancing the games myself, if I have the option to, is kind of cool. Yeah, we have to remove it. It feels really bad because we saw, you know, we saw power, but I also don't use cheat engine, and for me this is basically... It is basically cheat engine, right? It is like somebody inputs you suddenly have a move which is way better than everything else you have, and it is so cheap. It is so cheap, we shouldn't be using it. Okay, so if you want an easy mode, we found it. This is, well, you need to play a lot from the, you know, you have to go far into the game to get it. But this is by far the strongest thing I've seen in the game so far, and it is basically only a simple socket, so... Yeah, this item here should never ever work that way. I don't even see a solution for it, right? What I would do, in my opinion, the only way this item is balanced is during and while charging heavy attacks, half of the damage received is withered. That's the only way. A larger window, but only as a safety fallback, not as a complete immunity item, right? Because the way it is at the moment, I mean, yeah, or maybe, just maybe you could make it, you take, I don't know, maybe healing is reduced by 50% or anything really crazy. It would have to have a very significant downside. Minus 20% withered health doesn't even matter because you have other items which, you know, plus 25% healing efficiency. Bam, doesn't really matter. It's like there is 0% here. So I think it is very, very, very overtuned, and it needs a significant downside if you want to keep the effect. Or the effect has to be nerfed significantly. Yeah, I think this item is completely busted in the way it is at the moment in the game. And I'm pretty sure it's going to get nerfed if the devs ever care about nerfing items in the game. So I think this is definitely one of the most broken items. Okay, and we're not gonna use it, so we're back to our primitive, not as good item, but I feel like the run integrity is, yeah. I could have downplayed it, right? I could have said, ah, yeah, okay. I'm or just not say anything, but that's not my style, right? I'm honest to myself and to you. This item should never ever exist in the game in this way. Yeah, it's like one of these Elden Ring items which are just completely broken. Just that is the only one so far in the game that I found so far. I didn't look at the items, right? I didn't try them out. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of items which is also this strong and maybe even stronger, but yeah. I mean, look how long it takes to kill him. Because we just have to attack normally, right? So... yeah, no easy mode anymore. Feels bad. Now it doesn't feel... I mean, that's what I hate. Borrowed power, and it's something I hate in all games. And if the borrowed power is a permanent power, you have to give back because you decided to give it back. And it feels bad, right? Even though I know it's going to be better for my enjoyment of the game in the long term. It does feel bad to have to admit that. Man, I hate being right when I see OP stuff, man. I really hate it. Because I really try to avoid these things, right? I really try to play games in a semi-optimal way. Within reason, right? If I see really, really good stuff and it's not OP, I'm gonna use it. But if it's borderline OP, I just can't really, you know, justify using it to myself. I mean, otherwise I could just cheat, right? Why even care about playing a game if you can just make it so easy? It doesn't really matter. Well, moving on. Will never be forgotten. Wait, did we go here? No, I actually can't remember. Did we go here or did we go... Wait, where did we go? I was so focused on the OP item that I don't even remember. Kind of weird. Okay, we do have to go into Umbral here.
I suppose we should get back before someone catches on.
How can time pass so quickly, eh?
I know.
Before you go, I've got you something.
A pendant? Byron, it's beautiful.
I know you can't actually wear it in case someone sees it. But still, I'll take joy in knowing you have it. At least. As long as you like it, of course.
Like I said, it's beautiful. Thank you. Now I feel bad for not bringing you something.
You are all I'll ever need, Katrin. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. Otherwise I also should get... oh, that's cool. Yeah, otherwise we also should add some bots to the YouTube channel just so it can make updates and when the stream is live on Discord and stuff like that. Yeah, so far my transition has been very focused on the pure image quality and such things, and not really the entire bot stuff and those things. Yeah, because I don't even know what exactly you have as an option here, so... Fuck you too. I mean, sure, against a few enemies it doesn't really matter, right? Because, I mean, the dogs and all these types of enemies you can just basically kill by attacking. So it doesn't really matter if you, you know, if you can iframe them, but for larger enemies, it's definitely fucking broken. Ooh! Okay. Wait, where was the moth that got us? I can't remember. Wait, this is the item I was looking for, by the way. I think it is a very important one. Never mind. Oh my god, what am I doing? Pick up brain. Oh my god, really? Really? Can you fuck off? I'm so curious why they decided to make the item drops so slow compared to what Souls games usually do. Wait, you're just a normal enemy? Really? That kind of feels wrong. You're just a normal enemy. I just... Really? I mean, he does have less HP, I guess, than the boss here, so maybe, I mean, maybe I'm just imagining things. I love the recovery mechanic in the game. It's such a cool idea. I mean, not the idea of the recovery mechanic, but how it's executed. So you can actually farm these guys? Really? These guys too. But I mean, that makes sense, right? Yeah, I'm super greedy at the moment. I don't know why. Nothing in my brain just doesn't want to wait anymore. But they do have a lot of HP, the enemies here. Oh, hi, bitch. Oh wait, the item is real. We actually pick it up. I never thought about that. Wait, now we're all the way down here. Let's put a checkpoint here. But I still want to go back first. Because I'm kind of curious. When we went all the way down here, what would have happened if we went the other way? Wait, we went the other way and there was a dead end, right? I just remembered. And this area is kind of big, not gonna lie. And it was so, I mean, it is so cool because I'm not done watching yet, to watch this Dorschen play the game for the first time. And he's getting completely lost, right? In some areas, he doesn't know where he is, and it's so funny to see. Yeah, just seeing that, kind of cool. Yeah, I think I have to test something too when it comes to how I'm handling chat here, because I think the app might be so bad that if I pause the video after the live stream, even though I can't even see it, right? My phone is still kind of calculating it. I don't even know if I actually have to keep it running or not, because we had a lot of issues with the chat not showing up when I paused it. So I gotta figure that one out because it's really draining my phone battery like crazy, and that's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Okay, but we made it. How much is this gonna give? I mean, it's not bad. 3, right? I can take 3. Let's go for 60. Maybe 60 is the hard cap, and then it doesn't make any sense anymore to go there. So far, no, not a single person in PvP, but I guess that's the launch, timing that a lot of people play the game and a lot of people don't do PvP, so I guess it's gonna be one of those. I don't know, man. If it's gonna be one of those situations where when the game is out for a long time, you're gonna get invaded the entire time. But that depends, of course, if the community is gonna stay active, right? Because obviously this game is not gonna have the same amount of people playing as Elden Ring or Souls games or anything like that. Unfortunately, because I think it's really good. It's really good, right? But people are kind of, I don't know, sometimes they like to hop on the hate train. I mean, I watch Asmongold play the game a bit, and the only thing I can say, to be honest, is match cost bad. And that's the only thing I can say. I'm really sorry about that, because Asmongold is a smart, nice dude, but watching him play the game, I could only see that he actually wasn't good enough at it for to have fun. Kind of fucked up the entire core idea of the game, in my opinion. Yeah, the stagger mechanic is kind of a joke. We can't stagger shit with our weapons. Yeah, and it's kind of sad, right? Because I don't mind Asmongold, you know, struggling in Souls game, whatever, because usually he's like, oh yeah, it's so much fun at the end. But this time around he was struggling really hard, and you could tell he wasn't having fun, and yeah, and then shitting on the game is kind of not the best move in my opinion, because I think the game does not deserve to be shit on. In my opinion, the game is very, very good. The bosses are kind of mid, but they're still fun, right? So even the most mid boss can be still fun. Damage standard. Oh, that is gonna be a new polearm, right? Or not? It's gonna be maybe a key item. no, we're just hoping to find something that is worth it. It is a key item. Remnant of an A. Oh wait, did the captain die here? Yeah, the NPC interactions are kind of unfortunately not as well managed as in Lies of P. Credit where credit is due. Lies of P had a very good system to show you where NPCs are, and you never had to guess where you have to go, and that way it was almost impossible to miss quests. Here, it uses the same Souls formula, and it doesn't tell you exactly where they are. At least it gives you hints. But in my opinion, I think that's just bad game design, because it is so gimmicky, right? If I want to find an NPC now, do you think I'm going to go through the entire world again to find him? Like, fuck no, right? That's such a waste of time. I'm just going to Google it. So, they should have put it in the game from the get-go. Yeah, that's my biggest, criticism of the Souls questing system, is that the questing system doesn't really tell you where the NPCs are. And I think Elden Ring kind of made it, yeah, they patched it in to put the icons on screen, but let's be real, right? That was a fucking joke, right? Elden Ring's questing system didn't work at all, because they used the Souls questing system in an open world. Like, how fucking dumb can you be, right? It sounds so stupid to do. It could have worked out if they had a brilliant way to make it, work. But the way it is, they kind of, oh my god, where do I have to go? The way it is, they completely fucked it, in my opinion. So yeah, really unfortunate. Yeah, definitely one of the areas where the performance so far has been the worst. You need Abbot Vernovsky. Okay, I don't even know who that is, but I guess we're not gonna open it then. Yeah, I think, mysteries and secrets are great. Core game design and quests shouldn't be a mystery and secret. Some of them maybe, but not all of them, right? So yeah, that was good. Perfect. Wow, amazing play. Teabag him, teabag him. Yeah, teabag him. Yeah, we have enough HP, by the way. We're not healing enough, so it doesn't really matter. There we needed a key. I think this is just a way back from... Never mind, that's also just a key. Okay, we can still go up, and that's basically the only way we can go, so that must be the way forward. I mean, it's literally the only way I can think of we can go in the entire game. I really like the mansion. It's cool, but it definitely doesn't perform as well. I think it has a lot of, not shader compilation, but loading stuttering going on at all times. You're an enemy. You're for sure an enemy. Oh, fuck you. And I really, 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 really hope that Dark Souls 4 uses a fucking dodge instead of a roll. Like, the roll, you know, the dodge into roll system this game has, in my opinion, is way better than the normal dodge system Souls games use. I think it is way, 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 way better. And... yeah, I don't know. I just think it's so good that I can't really imagine why they wouldn't put it in Souls, right? It is so weird to me that to this day it is a weird gimmick item on a dagger, or you know, you have to equip it in a way, and then it's not even the Bloodborne dodge roll. So they invented a very good dodge in Bloodborne, and for whatever reason they never made the jump into Souls. And as somebody, you know, dodging, you know, by rolling is fair game, right? If you want to cover more distance, it's kind of okay to do, right? Because you can use all of your lag power to catapult yourself vertically. So it's kind of good, right? You can use it very efficiently. But if you want to go around an enemy in a circle, you would never ever roll, right? So it kind of feels weird that they... I don't know why, but my boss alarm is tingling. Let's go for a checkpoint here quickly. Yeah, let's go for a checkpoint. We have 3 seats left. They're not expensive. Yeah, I think it's going to be a checkpoint here. No, I don't know why they don't do it, right? It makes dodging so much more fun to have a real dodge. In every single Souls game, I'm like, they added it, right? And how would I add it? To be honest, I would add it as a light roll incentive. I would say light roll dodges like that, medium roll maybe like that with rolling. I think even, didn't Neo do something like that? I think Neo did something like that. And heavy roll rolls, right? I just think there should be a way to make this happen. I mean, there is a way, right? They just, for whatever reason, they don't want to make it happen. And I find that so sad, because I think this game feels way better when it comes to dodging than Souls games do. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck is that, a laser? Yo, wait a second, bitch! Wait, whoa, whoa! Come on, don't fuck me. Yo, fucking, I don't see shit. Okay, so this is a sword. Okay, this is gonna be kinda ass. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Can we TP out of this? We should TP out of this, man. Oh no, it's one of these gimmick bosses where you have to kill them at the same time. What the fuck is going on here? Yo, chill! Eat shit, bitch. Yeah. Like I said, the bosses are kind of mid, But wait. Now you're gonna say, oh, another first try, easy mode, blah blah blah. True for me, yes, but I saw Distortion 2 struggle with bosses that I thought were a complete joke. Also, Asmongold struggled with bosses I thought were a complete joke. So maybe it's partially just me. Of course, it's also the game, I think, because I think it's really easy. But I think it's not easy for everybody. So I shit on it, but it doesn't mean you're bad or anything if it's worse for you, right? Maybe it's not for everybody, right? So just because Asmongold and Distortion 2 struggle with bosses where I don't struggle doesn't mean that the bosses aren't easy for me, okay? So for me they're easy, but they might be very hard for other people. I have no idea. I don't think they're in general they're hard. There might be not to everyone's taste, and they're obviously kind of mid, right? So I don't know why the one was on the ground, why the other one was still there. There was no interaction. He didn't res him. I thought it was going to be a gimmick, right? Killing both at the same time or something like that. I have no idea what the fuck that was about. So yeah, I just wanted to mention, just because we are shitting on the bosses, that doesn't seem to be the case for everybody. So if you think you like hard Souls games, it might actually be hard for you. So don't worry too much about it, right? I still think that what did we actually get? Oh yeah, right. I wanted to look for the helmet. Can you please let me look at the helmet? We got a Mask of Wrath and Benefit? No, that can't be it. We got the Abiding Defender helm, also called the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, that looks really fucking bad. I mean, really amazing. I mean, you know, if we adapt the... It kind of looks cool. Not gonna lie, I kind of like the drip. I mean, is it better than what we had before? I mean, it is heavier for sure. Or is it? I can't find the one we had before. I'm blind. Yeah, it is heavier and it's better in a lot of ways. So I don't even know why it's actually... This one looks super heavy, right? If you look at this helmet, it looks super uncomfortable and heavy. And this one for sure doesn't look as uncomfortable and heavy, right? I mean, it looks more uncomfortable maybe, but not as heavy. So it's really interesting to see that this one's heavier. But yeah, sure, why not? Let's go as this guy here. And now that we already have spikes on the head, should we also go for spikes on our arms? I mean, we kind of already have spikes, right? There are 3 spikes there. Still kind of thinking about it. We could also go for these here, right, instead. Nah, I think that's too much. I think I like the other ones better. I think these are more my drip. Should duplicates of items you already had be shown as new ones? Probably yeah, because we don't know if there is a special indicator for that or not. If there is a reason to get some multiple new items. Flail of Wisdom. That sounds like a weapon we're never going to use, but we have it. Yeah, and unfortunately I'm also very good at sensing boss fights, so it's very hard to get a boss fight in, you know, like here, for example. I mean, it looked like an obvious boss arena, sure, but I don't walk into them with no HP and all that stuff, so I have a lot of, you know, HP usually when I go in for the first try. And that's also one of the reasons why we often have a chance and others might die the first time around, because they just run in with one flask or whatever, right? So. Okay, but now we have a new crown. We can even see our face, which is kind of funny. And we can move on. Yeah, but I didn't watch enough yet of the game to really judge if all bosses are going to be like that, or if it's just at the start of the game that some people struggle more. Because, yeah, it might basically be only for that, so... For me, it's really, really hard. Enemies near? Fuck off. There's nobody here. Come on. Okay, on the other side of the wall there is an enemy, but... Fuck him. Hi, Kirito. I hate weeps, man. Fuck weeps, right, Nami? Okay. No, we avenged Kiriko, right? Come on, really? Now, I'm pretty sure it also goes and checks the verticality, but come on. Really? Ring of Shelter. Sure, let's look at it. Increases elemental defense. Wait, what? And what does the other one do? Increases all status effects. Okay, so there is an elemental. Yeah, right. There are 2 defense values. I'm gonna show you. Wait. There are 2. I think one of them is basically resistances, and the other one is just the basic defense, like fire, holding, weather. So yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, it kind of looks cool. I like it. I mean, we look like, you know, a rocked king or whatever. We don't look like Melania as much anymore, but who gives a shit about that. Well, okay, there's one thing I don't like about this helmet. And someone might guess already what it is. It is very, very high. Right? It is very, very high. And kind of obfuscates a lot of the image, unfortunately. So, just to demonstrate it, right? This is an enemy. We can still see his head, right? Like this, easily. We can still see there's an enemy there. And let's just imagine we have the other helmet on. Well, imagine, we can show you. And now, as soon as our character stops doing the animation, you can see it is much harder to see that there is an enemy there, right? We can obfuscate him almost completely using the mask. So it kind of makes it harder to see. And I'm not usually a big fan of helmets that make it harder to see. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, you know, kind of looks cool. in a weird way. Yeah, I kind of like it. We have something else which is really cool. I mean, these are insanely heavy, right? Yeah, the bell obviously obfuscates a fuck ton of vision, but kind of looks funny. So, sure, the bell has kind of good stats too. Yeah, this one is also pretty cool, but it also does exactly what I didn't like about the crown. But I think the crown kind of still is reasonably not high. Yeah, is this cooler than the crown? I mean, basically it's also a crown, right? I mean, it does do the same thing, but I think most people would think this is cooler, right? It has a lot more defense against other things too. Hard to tell, actually. I like seeing the face for once, so that's kind of nice. But the Enchantress helmet is kind of cool too. Yeah, I think the Enchantress helmet actually is going to be a bit better for us. I think that is cool enough, right? Maybe. Maybe I also prefer this one. It does look kind of like the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, let's go with this one. Or maybe we can go with this one too. Oh, this one puts us in medium. Okay, it looks also kind of silly too. I never looked at this one before. Kind of looks like a little bit Solaire, but... What about this one? Oh, a bucket. Perfect. And this one? Yeah. So there are some that look really cool, and others that look kind of less cool, right? No, I don't like this one as much. No, I think we're gonna go and... I think we're gonna go with this one, to be honest. I think this one kinda... is kinda goated. Yeah, I think we're gonna roll this down here. Okay, now we could actually consider also equipping this one, because these two are set pieces. Yeah, we could consider that. Kind of not sure about it though, because the other one has for sure worse stats in general, but yeah, I'm still not 100% sold on this one. Because I think this one actually blends in amazingly well with our cape. I don't know. We could also go full meme and just go Bell style like this, but... Golden Bell. But it's kind of silly. Which is cool, but it is also medium load, so no way we're gonna manage that at the moment. Okay, we're just gonna go with this one for the time being, and then maybe later on we're gonna change it. I mean, if we compare this one to this one, how are the stats? Yeah, this one is just objectively way worse in everything, so... I mean, beyond Frostbite. Yeah, I think we're gonna roll with this one for now. And it kind of also looks cool. Yeah, really, it really didn't change a lot the last 30 levels. We always get roughly the same amount of stuff here. Yeah, performance in here, really something isn't right. It doesn't even feel like stuttering, it just feels like very, very low FPS. Yeah, something's not right here. Okay. Yeah, something's really, really not good here. Why would we want to go there? Oh, we can go up. I think that's not the way forward for sure, so... We can also go down. And we can go here. Oh wait, we can't. I kind of feel like down is the way forward, so let's just go umbral. And up. But so far, backtracking has never felt bad in the game, so... I kind of feel it's not a non-issue to go somewhere first. Wow, did he just almost do our entire routine in one attack? Wow, I can't even dodge because it's so laggy. It doesn't even take my inputs from time to time now. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Wow, performance is horrendous here. Like mind-blowingly bad. Maybe it's the helmet, you know, copium, but I mean, is it actually the helmet? No fucking way. Really? That would be so weird. But you know, not the first time something like that happens, so... No, now it's better. I have no idea what it was. No, it's better now. Ah, no, now it's bad again. I mean, is it the fucking helmet? No, something here is really, really off. Like, performance drops like crazy as soon as you fight. Holy shit, and it's not the helmet. And he does save the tints, so, tints. But I'm just kinda, you know, I should just do it anyway again, so... I wonder if you rest, if the stuff stays on the ground. I don't think so. Okay, there is a lot of way to go up here. Come on. Really? Oh my god, the performance here is... Phew. Like, that's not okay. That's the first time in the game the performance is like... I can't imagine how this part is going to run on a weak PC. Like, this part, something is definitely not right. Can you go on top of the roof? Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I think we're even hitting way below 60 FPS here. It almost feels like we're hitting 30 FPS and lower at times. Like, what is going on? Enhanced Umbral Burrower. We don't use those too much. Oh, right, we didn't use poison at all with the boss. We should have done that for sure. Okay, so we can drop all the way down here. That's great. But, like, I don't know what's wrong. I really don't know what's wrong at the moment. Maybe we should restart the game. Because I don't know if this is actually something that should happen here. It doesn't really make sense, right? Because they fixed everything so far. Not everything. They fixed so many performance things. And the first thing I would fix if I was a dev. Another boss fight here, maybe. Fuck you too, thank you. But this is gonna be a fucking ass boss ass arena. What? Oh my god, it lags so hard, but it doesn't matter. Can come back, I guess. Do we want to restart the game? I really don't know what's going on here. Okay, so maybe it runs better now that we tapped out, but it might actually still run like shit. Kind of felt like the way forward, right? There was so much going on there. I think this might actually not be the way forward, but I might completely be wrong about that. Wait, where are we? Wait, this is actually... Wait, did we already go here? I can't remember. Wow, nice attack, bitch. Yeah, I mean, who needs AI, right? Just let him stand there. Right, this is just the way back. Okay. So yeah, the way forward is obviously above us. So this just enables a fast way to go back. We should for sure still rest again, so we are fully healed up, because the section that's coming is pretty annoying because of the stuttering. But yeah, that's kind of super unfortunate. I don't know why it's so bad, but it is kind of really bad. And I'm curious to see if it's still there, right? Because now it would be definitely something that a reload at least wouldn't fix. So, I mean, not a reload, right? Fuck you too. Why do they suddenly do 1 billion damage? Wait, they also have more HP? No. Yeah, never charge attack on those guys. They always back out after a while. Okay, never when they're in the position they were. I mean, they give vestige seeds, and the performance seems to be fixed. Maybe it was a bug. Maybe. I really like also how the blood is done and everything. I wish it had a bit more splatter like Lies of P. I mean, can we jump it, right? That's what I would be curious about. No, I don't think you can. Yeah, so what's up game-wise after this? Well, for sure we're gonna finish Cyberpunk. Alan Wake, I mean, we're gonna finish Cyberpunk probably. We're gonna continue it before finishing this game, I hope. But for sure we're gonna go check out Alan Wake. I mean, got great reviews, looks amazing. The first game was okay, had a few very stupid design things, but I liked something. I mean, they would never do that again, so that doesn't really matter. Because Control was a very good game, and I don't think they, for whatever reason, would make the same mistake they made years ago again. What did they do? Right, sounds very bad. It is really bad. They made the character walk. If you press W to walk forward, it walks basically like this. Right, it doesn't walk straight, but it walks off center, and that way you always have to correct for the movement to go forward by using the camera, right? Always the entire time, which is super obnoxious and when you're not on a controller, and it's terrible game design in general. And I was really unpleasantly surprised that it wasn't fixed even all these years later. And yeah, so Remedy kind of dropped the ball on that one, in my opinion. Okay, we can drop all the way down there. We can drop on the roof, but I don't think the roof is actually something we want to drop on. He did so much less damage than the other guy. Yeah, so I think Alan Wake 2 I mean, this is going to be my favorite type of game. I mean, I hope it's a bit more Resident Evil, right? But the thing is, wow, who did so much damage to us? Okay, here, the thing is going to be to get the ads out of the way, so we can actually fight the big guy. That was one attack too many. Oh my, hi. That was so greedy, and we got punished for it. Oh, we got heavily punished for it. We actually died. Wow. Yeah, that was greedy as fuck. We shouldn't have gone for the normal attack there. We should just have dodged. Yeah, why will Alan Wake probably not be my all-time favorite game, blah blah blah, probably. Because I don't, you know, get scared and whatever in horror games, and it seems to be a horror game. So a lot of moments that are a bit tense for other people are just gonna be like Resident Sleeper for me, because I'm just walking around. And yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why I think it's not gonna be my all-time favorite game or anything, but I think we're gonna have a good time, right? Resident Evil still was really fun. and even though I don't get scared, so yeah, I just hope Alan Wake's gonna be kind of the same for me. Yeah, so performance is better again, so it was... something was wrong. It felt like something was wrong, and we didn't even have to restart the game for it to be resolved, which is always nice. We did lose like 6k or something like that, just well, a virtue of dying. So, unfortunate, but I think I can handle it. I'm already crying inside. No, I'm not crying inside. Okay, let's go up there again. Yeah, double spear moveset S tier for me personally. It feels so strong to use. Okay, we're gonna die again, and the reason for that is because I'm gonna fall down here and die. No, for whatever reason I thought it would be smart to go... It is actually kind of smart, but the execution wasn't good. To go back to get HP and go back in and kill the ranged guys. Yeah, and we should not go close to the big guy either, so yeah. I'm kind of not very focused at the moment, obviously. It's already... oh my god, it's almost midnight. Oh my god. Okay, we should actually stop after this section here. Oh, really? That attack is kind of bullshit. Every other attack when he merges is kind of, you know, oh yeah, sure, whatever. Because he has, you know, this one has such a long tail and everything. But the other one is kind of really, whatever. You get a lot of umbral shit from this guy. And I also kind of wish that heavy attacks in general did more damage than light attacks if you don't charge them. And maybe gradually increase the damage while charging them, so you don't really feel like an idiot for using them most of the time. I mean, sure, they changed the moveset, but they are also objectively just worse than light attacks if you want to spam them, so you don't want to charge them. Yeah, because if you do this, for example, the attack, I think at least, is way slower than the light attack. I didn't really test it, but it feels way slower. Because you can do this, and it almost does the same damage, has a better AoE here. But I guess if you have another AoE, maybe you're gonna use it anyway, so... yeah, this time around we're gonna be smart and still get hit. Why do we get hit there? Wait, what the fuck? Okay, wait, where do we have to go? On the other side, right? Yeah, so... alright, they can push us. I mean, I don't mind fighting you here, to be honest. Yeah, I do mind getting fucked from behind. Sometimes. Okay, so can you fuck off? What the fuck is this pull attack? Oh, he's stuck. Would never abuse that, right? Never would I abuse an enemy that's stuck in a video game. Never, right? It's inconceivable that I would abuse an enemy being stuck, like getting stuck. Yeah, I would never do that, right? Would completely defeat the purpose of playing the game. Nah, you know, he's so weak, it doesn't matter if we do it, right? The moment we went down here and didn't have to fight everything else at the same time, we kind of won either way anyway, so... Copium. Nah, no copium. I think it's very true. Small mana stone, pilgrim garb. If there's a mimic, let's just admit it, we're gonna get fucked. Although I think it is a amulet. Holy damage heals additional posture damage. I mean, if you do a posture breaking build, it could be really fun, because in the game, breaking posture so far, not a very important mechanic, which some might see as a criticism. I see it as a... I don't care too much about it, but... Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Can we still go back, actually? We can, right? Because we didn't go back in there either, so... I hate this section, by the way. Wait, did he drop down? Idiot. Yeah, and as you can tell, I'm avoiding target lock more often. And I think that is a very important skill to get in games, especially since you have vertical aiming in this game. You can aim, you know, up and down with the attacks. But I think it's an important skill to not only be able to fight with target lock, because sometimes target lock can fuck your dodge roll because the camera's just going to turn so quickly if you're in tight spaces. Yeah, so I think it is a very good skill to have to be able to fight without target lock. And a lot of people that speedrun and, you know, no-hit run games use that technique, of course, to be more consistent because you're not as prone to getting fucked. I'm kind of super curious where this is gonna lead us, but at the same time, I'm also kind of worried because we didn't go back the other way, and it kind of feels like we're going further and further away from where we initially wanted to go. So, yeah, not so sure about this one. And weird. Okay, we can emerge here. Oh, this is the... No, wait, yeah, we're gonna end up at the same place as we did before. And this is also a shortcut back to this. Oh, that's great. Because now we can actually exit here. I mean, I don't mind staying a bit longer just to get a little bit more XP here. Yeah, that's kind of okay, I guess. But this is gonna be a boss fight for sure. So the question is, do we want to drop down all the way from above? Or do we want to go the other way around? And do we want to try to fight the red guy? I don't think it's worth it, actually. I mean, it might be worth it, but... Yeah, I just want to go for enough XP for a level up, which we should have pretty soon. Wait, what? Do I want to fight Mr. Reddy? Wait, where do they despawn? Ah, that's fuck it. Nah, Mr. Red is... I mean, we should fight him at some point, right? I mean, give him a fair shot. Because at the moment what we're doing is just always going out of Umbral when he comes. And I think we're slowly strong enough to fight him. I mean, this is gonna be a boss, right? But I kind of want to go in from the top. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back up here. And... Oh, we're gonna have to go into Umbral for that. But it's definitely the worst way to go there. Kind of blind. Hi. You die? Wait, he's not alive? Never mind, I didn't want to kill you anyways. Hey, what is this? Oh wait, we're not in Umbral, so... Yeah, we need to go into Umbral to drop from the top. But it might make the first attempt a bit harder, you know. Hey, what the fuck? Do you see how big these things are here? And they're fighting and all that? That's really, really cool. And that's really, really, really nice. How do we get back up? I'm not even joking. I don't know how to get back up, so... Wait, we could drop down, but that kind of defeats the purpose of going up here in the first place. Right, so... Yeah, about that. So I think going back up here... We didn't die. I think going back up here is kind of pointless. So, what we're gonna do is... We're gonna rest up and then drop enemies near. Come on. Yeah, I think it is a good idea to rest up. Go into Umbral. And then we can go up here. And I'm just thinking about running through, to be honest. Yeah, this enemy, for whatever reason, does 5,000 damage. And consistently, right? It's not only once or anything. Like the entire time, it does a lot of damage. We are really close to a level up, I guess. We are almost at 10k per level. Yeah, let's go inside and then we're gonna look for... What the fuck? Didn't do a lot of damage, but I'm still pissed. Okay, so dropping down here kinda sus. Mana stone ammunition. Do you want me to cheese the enemies from above? Wait. Oh, you can just go there. Okay, but why would we ever go in here like this then? Like, what is the reason to drop down like this? I don't think there is a reason. We're gonna go all the way back, kill him, and once we killed him, we should have enough XP for a level up. Almost. We're very close, right? There is no way we're not gonna get the level up within a few enemies here. Really? Oh wait, I think we can even upgrade the weapon. We should do that instead of doing the other thing. Okay, let's warp to the Vestige in Skyrest, and then we're gonna look for... Oh, what are we gonna look for? Upgrades for the weapon, and we should probably stop after killing the enemies down there. Do we have enough for...
Without conscience. I understand the instinct to pity the boy found at the base of the mine.
Mine?
And the desire to condemn the hallowed sentinels for placing him there. But don't be hasty. Unfortunate as it may be, the bond between the boy and Umbral is indissoluble. And his role in safeguarding Mornstead against the darkness is vital. After all, it's an undeniable fact of life that there can be virtue in suffering.
Okay, I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about.
Our holy work continues, Lamb.
Okay, we need one more.
Aureus's will be done.
Yeah, whatever. Is it even worth talking to these people? They never seem to give you anything good.
And Dervla is dead. Good. There can be no salvation for a Dark Crusader who submits to heresy, for they can plead no ignorance, their perfidiousness a deliberate and eternally damning sin.
Okay, great.
You serve a higher purpose.
Oh, now he gives us a lot of new stuff, right? I get the feeling that swords are kind of more... there are more swords in the game, right? I mean, 43 weight? Holy fucking shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, there's a lot of heavy shit in the game. I don't know if it's OP as fuck, but... Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, so all of these are not new, we just didn't look at them. Holy damage. I mean, there are a lot of armor sets here we didn't really look at too much. Infernal Enchanter's Helmet, Ravager Helm, Purger Gauntlets. I mean, the Ravager stuff kind of cool. The Purger stuff too. Interestingly enough, I don't think they match too well here. Are we just gonna buy them for you know, visual sake? With a little bit more you know, stuff going for us. I mean, they're medium arms, so they're probably irrelevant to us.
To strive in darkness, in light we walk.
Yeah, so it's actually heavier. Interesting. And the other one we just bought is this one, the Vanguard helmet. Yeah, that one actually looks completely ass because it the emphasis it puts on... Well, I don't think this actually is the best area to check out drip, so we're just gonna go somewhere a little bit more bright. And once we've done that, we can actually hear it a bit better. Okay, so this helmet kind of too much emphasis on the neck, in my opinion. And this helmet is kind of cool. I mean, yeah, sure, we could also go in completely different style, right? We could just go like this, which also kind of looks cool. Yeah, the tints are pretty nice, not gonna lie. There are a lot of good tints. What I really like about, I mean, this one is definitely one of my favorites. This one is kind of funny. But I kind of like this one the most because it is not as dark and kind of is very just very coherent in a way. Yeah, why not? I think this one is kind of cool. It does look a bit silly from behind, you know, the helmet, but I kind of feel I like him more at the moment. Okay, we also got the Purger Gauntlets here, and we got... What else is new? Did we buy 2 of those? Wait, which helmet is this? The Ravager helmet. Didn't we buy the Ravager ones? No, we didn't, right? But these are a little bit worse physically. Yeah, I don't like them too much visually. They're a bit too... I mean, they're not terrible, but I prefer these still. Yeah, I mean, is this helmet cooler or whatever you want to call it than the other we had? Probably not, but I think just, you know, to mix up the style a little bit, I think it's not bad just to go for another one a little bit. Yeah, so we're just playing a little bit of fashion, fashionista here. We can go and upgrade our weapon, I think. Maybe. Socket runes. That also sounds like a good idea. We got a lot of new ones. Terrible. And this one does physical damage with strength attribute scanning. That sounds pretty good. Wait, we already have that one, right? Can we somehow combine them to make them better? Oh, weapon weight. Weapon function increases physical damage, but this must be way better, right? Because it increases physical damage and does reduce the scaling at the same time. We did not get a single new one here. I mean, can you take 2 of the same? We could, but I prefer increasing elemental damage because it has a little bit of elemental damage on it, and maybe, just maybe, the scaling is completely meaningless, but that might actually not be the case.
You again.
Yeah, the game is unfortunately extremely not transparent when it comes to these things, and that's kind of sad. I don't know, how much does it recharge, but it's pretty expensive. So if you're ranged only, you're gonna have a pretty hard time keeping up with currency. Yeah, why is there a double visor on the mask? Maybe it's a shock absorbent or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so wait, that's a flail of wisdom. I can't imagine it to be a club, but I didn't really look at it, and I also didn't read the name, obviously. Okay, so what do we want to upgrade here? We could go for this one. No, we can't. We can't. The only thing we can upgrade is the fire spear, which for whatever reason is somewhere completely else. And I'm blind. Man, why can't I see it? It would be so easy to see. There should be a marker, right? But for whatever reason it doesn't show up. Maybe I'm... Ah, there it is. Okay, so we can upgrade this one easily. Once, and it does do a fuck ton more damage. Like, one upgrade here is really impactful. No problem, we can get some more Vig over here in no time. We did save a lot up. In this game, I think, by the way, it's not as important to top out your levels as in Souls, right? Just based on the fact that you kind of have a very easy way to farm, and in general it doesn't feel as bad to lose stuff and stuff like that. So topping out to get the level is not it doesn't happen as often in this one, which is okay, I guess. But yeah, but I really appreciate the game telling you when you have a level up ready. That's really kind of cool. Okay, so but we should still upgrade it, and I should still try to find it here. Yeah, this is a huge increase. And now we need... Wait, why do we need 6? Oh, we need 6 and then 8. And maybe the right one is the slab. So maybe it's just for max level. We don't need a lot of those. Maybe. I have no idea. Because I get the feeling that we're pretty far. And I would say it feels like we're almost 50%. Not 50, more than 50% through. Maybe like 60. Maybe even 70% through the game. Feeling wise. But maybe it's even longer. But that's what I would feel at the moment, that we're making very, very good progress here, because it might actually be all... I mean, if we look at it realistically, right, this one is at +8. I think the next one's going to be +9, and the one we need then is going to be +10. I think +10 is actually the maximum. Initially, we thought it was going to be something like +20 or something. Okay. Because I forgot that the last tier is just going to be probably the max upgrade tier, like in Souls games. Yeah, but we got a significant damage upgrade here. But it is late. It is late. I don't know how long we're gonna do this. I really want to clear this section here, because I feel it could even be a little boss arena or something. Right, this could be like a little boss or something. Something cool, but... Or it's just a completely normal, a completely normal arena here. And they should still do stacking damage numbers for dual wielding, so you really can... In general, I think stacking the damage numbers... oh, right, we got the key. Isn't a bad idea. Maybe in here there is something else, right? You never know, it could be something cool. And I really like that mechanic. You know, there was this, I talked about it, the adventure game where you had the same mechanic, but the gameplay was just basically a walking simulator and the performance was ass, and it kind of was just like janky. And now to have a game that actually uses the same tech for a good working idea is super cool to see. Because I really liked the idea, right? It was something I enjoyed by playing the other game. Okay, fuck you too. So far, no 8 enemy HP scaling, so they don't suddenly just completely destroy you just because they have more HP. I suspect that these are all gonna open. This is basically just like a central hub, and there is no real meaning to these shortcuts. This one is probably gonna remain locked. No, also not. Okay, no, also this one. Okay, I know where we are. Yeah, it's just a meaningless hub that opened up. That's really unfortunate. That's even more unfortunate. Really? Okay, I just didn't wanna heal for whatever reason. My brain was like, nope, no heal for you, bitch. Yeah, I kind of like lying on the floor, if you can't tell. That's one of my favorite parts of video games, it's just lying on the floor and doing nothing. Okay, where do we want to go next? This one looks like... Yeah, you're right, you're alive. There's no way you're not alive. Right? Wait, are we inside of the church or are we outside of the church? Man, I'm kind of confused because I didn't really pay attention where we went, but large shards, yeah, we need a lot more of those, but they're very welcome. Yeah, so this just seems to be the inside of the church. Interesting. Yeah, a lot less of these things around here. I mean, is it the church? We just... Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of confused here. I can go back up here too. Interesting. Oh my god, really? Okay, terrible. Let's just chill and just hit the ground 10 times. Yeah, so far, shards, the bigger shards at least didn't drop from enemies, so I don't know if you could farm them. You can buy the smaller ones, I guess. Okay, so this is actually cool because you would have found the shortcut here, which you might not have found otherwise. But I still want to go back up quickly and just check what we missed. Pretty sure we did miss something. Let's try, bitch. Yeah, we almost don't kick and almost don't use this attack because both of them just... Okay, I know where this is going. We don't need to jump this. Because both of these are just... I mean, the kick kind of is useless anyway for us because we don't stun anything. And this attack just is way too... You're locked into the animation for way too long, right? You can't do anything, right? This is one attack. I'm spamming dodge, and this is when I can dodge again. It does a lot of damage, but being locked into an animation for so long is just like... basically not worth it in most situations, in my opinion. Yeah, it is not worth the trouble, basically. Okay, but what I want to do here... what I want to do here basically is go back to a new checkpoint here. Yeah, I don't want to fight you for sure. There's no way I want to fight you. Wait, there is yeah, there's a secret in here. Yeah, this would also be a checkpoint. I think this one is actually worse, in my opinion, than the other one. Or is it? I'm trying to think about that, right? Is it worse than the one above? Because the one above, like, what do we have to fight in addition to the other stuff? I think this one's fine. I think this one's fine. We can just keep it. Yeah, so what are we gonna do now? Are we gonna stop playing because it's late? I think, honestly, I should. Yeah, I should. This is a good point. We know where to go. There might be a major boss up here. I don't know if we got the key from below, by the way. I know we didn't. So, yeah, there might be a major boss waiting for us down there. But I'm gonna go ahead and say we will try that one tomorrow. And otherwise, as always, thank you a lot for watching, and we will see each other tomorrow, or hopefully the boss that maybe or maybe not exists. We never know in this game. There might not be a boss at the end here. I'm kind of expecting there to be, because this one was entirely optional. Yeah, so expect maybe a major boss tomorrow, and then maybe a little bit of Cyberpunk. I know, maybe a little bit of Cyberpunk 2077. Alan Wake 2. Yeah, I don't want to start a third game, to be honest. I want to play Alan Wake 2 for sure. It's definitely a game we're gonna play, and also from a technical perspective, hearing it's the best looking game so far this generation, which means basically it's the best looking game of all time. It's like saying the same thing, right? Also, current gen. I still hate that some people still. I mean, hate is a strong word. I dislike people still saying next gen consoles for PS5 and Xbox Series X. They're not next gen consoles. They're current gen consoles, right? So they're not next gen. Yeah. So you should basically not use that term anymore. I mean, it kind of stuck around along for this time, right? A lot of people still talk about next gen consoles instead of swapping to last gen for last gen. But yeah, this time around, I have the first time I really had the feeling people kind of struggled making the transition. But in any way, yeah, that's of course a big draw to is the graphics, to be honest. The storytelling is hopefully going to be cool. I mean, I hope it's a bit less mysterious than Control, because let's be real, in Control the story basically was told on a source level, but was put front and center, which felt to me a bit inadequate, to say the least. I think we even played Control on stream, right? It was, yeah, I think it was a game we played on stream. Yeah, but basically Alan Wake, kind of safe to assume we're gonna play it at some point. If we're gonna play it now or later, it really depends on what games will currently be interesting to me or less interesting to me, right? It is nothing I can actually say for sure now. It's not like, yeah, sure, Alan Wake's the next game we're gonna play, because I usually tend to check the games which come out per month. Usually, and when they're very big, I know they're coming, but usually I tend to do it every time a month starts. I look at all the games, upcoming games, and just mark them. So yeah, I don't really know what's going to come out in November and December. So I just have vague ideas of games that could come out. And yeah, RoboCop, for example, is going to come out. I know that one for sure. But yeah, so if there's a big game which I want to play before Alan Wake 2, we're going to do that. And otherwise, we're just going to play whatever, I feel like playing. Because yeah, a lot of good games. I mean, they don't stop coming, right? Ghost Runner is also pretty good. Never played Ghost Runner 1. Ghost Runner 2 seems to be also very cool. Also probably up my alley, first person, sword fighting, parkour, supposedly challenging, right? A lot of cool stuff. So kind of sounds also cool. Hi-Fi Rush, what's happening? Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush, Persona, we should finish. Yeah, I mean, we didn't even start Death Stranding yet. Man, there's so many games. I mean, I can just for just for fun. I'm just gonna go through my games list for you quickly, which is not an all-encompassing list of the games which I want to play. It's just the games that popped into my mind which I could play. So these are games you might see in the future on the channel. So yeah. Okay, so it's Cocoon. Oh yeah, Cocoon. That one might actually be pretty high in the priority list because it's probably not that long. And it's from the creator from Inside and Limbo. Inside was a fantastic game, so I really am curious to see what they did there. And it's on Game Pass. Hi-Fi Rush, Solar Ash, Serious Sam 4, Mayhem, maybe in Game Pass. Guardians of the Galaxy, also in Game Pass, I think. Death Stranding, Tales of Arise, which we own and never played so far. That's a big yikes, but we bought it in Australia, I think. I hope, maybe. Starfield, when it's patched. Harry Potter, maybe never, because I'm kind of worried. Because that's when my CPU went... I mean, I don't think it's Harry Potter's fault inherently, but kind of scared of that game, not gonna lie. But very interested gameplay-wise to at least give it another shot, maybe. Dead Space remake when it's fixed. I don't know if it's fixed. Rise of the Triad, a retro shooter, not Nami viewer files gifted to us, in which I'm also curious to play. Iron Maiden, another retro shooter. Neon White, finish it finally. Great game. Yeah, I don't think we're... I don't know, maybe. Everspace 2, High on Life, Midnight Suns, Kena Bridge of Shadows, Let's Revolution, Immortals Aveum, Ghost Run 1 and 2. So yeah, that's just the games I thought of, right? And I don't think actually this is even remotely close to all the games we still can play. All the retro shooters, for example, which are really good, I never put in the list, so I should probably do that right now. But as always, thank you for watching and have a good night, day, whatever it is for at the moment for you, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.